Should employers evaluate employees by their Facebook and Twitter accounts? Presentation by Team McGramcat, featuring Davida Joy McConaughey, Kelvin Gerard Ramsey, and Michael Cather. Facebook and Twitter are significant aspects of social media use, whether for personal or professional use. The next 3 slides will take a look at specific articles that inspired each of us in our group to look further into social media and employment policies, to look into the question as to whether employers should evaluate their employees by their Facebook and Twitter accounts. For me, the answer is no, but as we'll see, the answer is not always a one-size-fits-all. Take a moment to read Gerard's selection. This is Michael's selected article. Take a moment to read it and take note of the link below. Take a moment and read over the following definitions for Facebook and Twitter. The National Labor Relations Board has the following to say about social media and employment policies in regards to disciplinary action and those policies. Now, let's play a game. Fired or still hired? Round 1. Your boss is Facebook friends with your coworker. You and the same coworker are Facebook friends. Your coworker uploads and tags a picture of you wearing a t-shirt with the company logo and you are noticeably drunk and disheveled. If your boss sees that picture of you, then you could be fired. If you are wearing something with the company's image or logo while engaging in behavior that could be taken as a negative reflection on the said company, then it is possible and likely that your future with that company is in jeopardy. Round 2. After a bad day at work, you tweet about how much you hate your job and your employer. Your employer finds out about your Twitter rant, you could be fired or still hired. This is a gray area. If you are discussing with other employees the poor working conditions or harassment experienced about the job or employer, it may or may not be something that will get you fired. But if you're just ranting in general with no specific complaint, then it can be seen as potential libel or slander against the company, and that company or employer could then have you fired. Round 3. Sunday night, you post about a weekend rally you attended in support of your favorite candidate. Monday afternoon, you're called into the office by your employer to discuss the company's social media policy. You've heard rumors that your employer supports your political party's rival. You could be still hired. You are off the clock, you weren't acting as a representative of the company or employer, and you are exercising your right to express yourself politically or otherwise. Even if the employer disagrees with your choice of candidate, you should still walk away with your job or your employment still intact. When addressing whether or not employers should evaluate employees by their Facebook and Twitter accounts, there is no clear-cut answer. So in short, it depends. We do, however, believe the following. There should be a clear distinction between an employee's personal and professional life. Social media policies, if they exist at the current place of employment, should be fair and balanced towards the employer and the employee's interests. Overall, there should be responsibility and accountability when using social media, and it should lie with the account user, the social network provider and creator, and those parties who might see and use that information available via social media. In conclusion, social media has come a long way and is being used in ways beyond its original intent. It is important to post, tweet, or upload responsibly and be aware of your intended and unintended audience. That being said, depending on your company or employer's specific social media policy, the employer should not evaluate his or her employees by their personal Facebook and Twitter accounts. Their professional or company social media accounts are another matter.